Hey guys, welcome back here to Advanced Bass Fishing, and appreciate you guys swinging by the channel today and checking it out. And guys, today we're going to have a little talk about reel retrieve ratio speeds. In other words, I hear a lot of people, they ask me, it's like, Randy, what gear ratio should I be using for this or that? I got a really good way to simplify this approach, so we're going to dig into that in today's episode here. And also, guys, speaking of reels, you guys have heard that I've been working with Cast King reels. Absolutely awesome, guys. You'll love these things. They got a full selection of different type of reels. They got left-handed, right-handed retrieves, different retrieve ratios. So I'll have my Cast King link in the description of this video if you guys would like to check it out. And if you guys use my link there and use the promo code Randy10, you get an additional discount. So all that stuff's in the description of the video, and really appreciate that. Okay, guys, this is a reoccurring question I get a lot. It's like, speed of retrieves. Like, what do I need to use for this or that? Or what do I need to use for a crankbait? Or what do I need to use for flipping or whatever? Let me simplify and try to save you guys some money at the same time with this, guys. One of the things that you can get by with is, now, and I'm not saying that it doesn't help you a little bit. But if you want to simplify things and keep things a lot more budget friendly, all you need to do is get a 7-to-1. That's what I use all the time. I use that Cast King ALTI. It's a 7-to-1 retrieve ratio. And if I have to adjust, any type of a speed on my bait, I just do it with either slowing down or speeding up. Now, one of the reasons, or the main reason that I like just using the 7-to-1 all the time is it's comfortable with me. I'm familiar with how it feels, and I'm familiar with how much line that it takes up based upon how fast I turn the handle. So let's say, for example, if I got three different ratios sitting on the front deck. Say I got a 7-to-1, and maybe I've got an 8-to-1, and then I got a 6-to-3 or something like that. Every time that I pick up a different reel ratio, there's a different feel to the reel, and there's a learning curve to adjust to that feel. So I have found over the years, in my own personal situation, I'm a lot more comfortable with just sticking with that 7-to-1 and just changing my speed of retrieve with that. 7-to-1, it's a good all-around ratio. And in other words, it's fast enough you can take up a lot of line. If you're pitching and flipping, it's a pretty fast reel, yet it's slow enough. It's not like an 8 or 9-to-1 that if you're slow rolling a big spinnerbait or chatterbait or big crankbait or something like that, you still have enough torque and leverage, to make the cast and get that bait in there. So to simplify things, guys, that would be my suggestion. Now, if you want, say for example, you want to really refine it and you want to have different ratios because you want to get exact, here's what I would suggest. Your baits, like your big deep diving crankbait, something like that, maybe like a big spinnerbait or something, then you can go down into your 6-to-1 ratios, sort of in the sixes like that. Primarily for the big deep diving crankbaits or baits that have a lot of pull to them. If a bait fights you a lot on the retrieve, like a big deep diving crankbait, you're going to get extra torque out of a lower ratio, so you can go down to a lower one there. And if you, say for example, you do a lot of pitching and flipping, a lot of times you can go to an 8-to-3 or an 8-to-1 or a faster retrieve ratio with a pitching and flipping reel, because that allows you to take up extra, that allows you to get that bait in there really quick. Say you pitch in there and you work it and you want to get that bait in fast, an 8 or 9-to-1 will get that bait in there really quick so you can make another cast. Now that's being very, very picky with it. Overall, guys, I just think that I don't think that you really need it. You may want it, and that's fine if you want it. If you want to really, spend the extra money, and if you have the extra money to do that, that's fine. But overall, my advice is just to get a 7-to-1 and just, get comfortable with it and just adjust your speed or retrieve on your handle. And I think that'll take care of everything for you. So anyway, hope it helps out. We'll talk later.